Some local lifeguards are earning what many call a very generous pension, but the city they work for is about to change all of that. KTLA's Brandi Hitt live in Newport Beach with details. Brandi.
Hi, Micah. Full-time lifeguards here in Newport Beach were making so much money. The city council really has given them two options. Either change your pension plan, or they said they're going to have to start cutting jobs. So this is a deal that has reportedly been worked out with the lifeguards to change the pension, and that's what the city council is going to be voting on tonight in about a half hour here. This really came to light after it was learned nearly all of the full-time lifeguards who serve as managers were making $100,000 in salary each year. When you add on benefits, you're looking at closer to $150,000 a year. And when you add on overtime, which can add up, a couple of the lifeguards, the top ones, were making more than $200,000 a year. Now, this pension agreement would mean these positions will start having to pay more into their pensions, and they won't be taking home 90% of their salaries when they retire after 30 years. Now, again, this was an agreement that was made, but the city council still has to vote on it tonight. We'll bring you the vote and the reaction coming up on the KTLA News at 10. Reporting live in Newport Beach, Brandi Hitt, KTLA 5 News. Micah, back to you in the studio.
Brandi, thank you. Here in Southern California, critics claim they're swimming in money. But tonight, Newport Beach lifeguards have agreed to a new deal. Brandi Hitt live at Newport Beach City Hall with a look at the fine print tonight. Brandi.
Micah, Newport Beach full-time lifeguards were making so much in pay and benefits. The city said that it had to give them two options. Either change your pension plan, or we're going to have to cut jobs. So they chose the pension plan. From saving lives to saving their jobs, 13 full-time Newport Beach lifeguards reached a new pension agreement with the city, which was just approved with one quick vote by the council.
The overall package saves the city about $700,000 a year.
The full-time lifeguard salaries were thrust into the spotlight after it was learned nearly all were making more than $100,000 a year. Add in benefits, and most were making $150,000. Add in overtime, and a couple were topping $200,000.
It substantially reduces the overtime that's allocable to the lifeguards.
We've looked at their salaries in comparison with neighboring agencies, with larger agencies such as LA County Fire lifeguards, and they all agree. They're all in agreement.
So the lifeguards agreed to rescue their jobs from being cut by changing their pensions. Under the old plan, lifeguards who retired after 30 years could receive up to 90% of their highest salary. Newly hired lifeguards will be able to retire with up to 60%. Under the old plan, lifeguards contributed 3.5% of their salary to their pensions. Now they'll contribute 9%.
But I didn't lay anybody off. I took advantage of vacancies and retirements and just didn't fill those positions.
Even though 4 open positions will not be filled, the city insists this summer on the water will be a safe one.
The beaches will be just as safe, and as we continue to look at efficiencies, we'll try to make them even safer.
Now, this new contract does take effect next month for new hires, but it will not affect any of the part-time lifeguards, which a lot of times you will see in those towers. They're already making roughly about $20 an hour. Live in Newport Beach, Brandi Hitt, KTLA 5 News. Cher, back to you in the studio.
All right, Brandi, thank you.